Interesting. Most interesting. I like remove 2 starts on many characters. I don't know how I feel about it on Ironclad, though. It's also trading quite a lot of max HP. Compared to the option above it, this is 14 max health for 2 removes. Interesting. Centeneer says, can you beat A20 Heart with no cards in the deck at all? Yes, and there is a YouTube video of that exact feat being done by none other than Forgotten Arbiter. This was a seeded run, a run where the random factors are controlled very precisely in order to make it happen. But yes, it is possible to beat the Ascension 20 Heart with a 0-card deck by using mid-combat card generation to create cards to play. So it's essentially, you go into the heart fight with a 0-card deck, then you use 2 potions. Those 2 potions create cards that are an infinite combo. So you 2 attack potions get 2 drop kicks, and you have a sundial and a abacus. You just do that forever. Something like that. I don't remember the exact combo that gets used in the video. I won't spoil it because I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Very cool in concept. Oh yeah, Unceasing Top, Neilrees works too. Those could both be involved. Dead Branch. Toolbox. There's quite a few ways to get cards that don't involve having them in your deck. I do think I am going to take the remove too. On Ironclad, let's see who our boss is. Hexaghost? On Ironclad, I believe that I advocate for 2 strike removes. And the reason is as follows. Reason 1. Ironclad's card pool is just full of crappy attacks that are still better than strikes, so you're very likely to be offered some better attacks that you can add to your deck in the first few combats. Reason 2 is that because Ironclad has a 2-cost attack, Bash, even with only 3 strikes, it's very easy for Ironclad to spend 3 energy on damage cards. So, we are going to remove 2 strikes. This does mostly make the Perfected Strike card a lot worse. So, what about our path through the act? I see that we can... If we want to do 3 elites, we'd have to do these 2, which is a bit challenging. I'm thinking we want to hit a lot of rest sites. A small deck with many removals combined with getting lots of upgrades equals drawing lots of upgraded cards every turn, forever. So I'm thinking a path like this. I don't know if we're necessarily going to be able to take the Burning Elite on. If I visit the store, we could have significantly better chances of taking the Burning Elite on. And actually, let's mark that in red, because that's going to be our only if we're strong path. And then the if we're not strong path is this way. But I think that when we get here, we'll end up strong enough to take on the elite. What I'd like to do with the shop is probably remove another card. In Slay the Spire, the more removals you get, the better each one is. As the added effect, the effective added consistency is sort of multiplicative. I definitely don't have time to get into the math of why that is. I'm sure you could spend many hours dissecting the stats involved. But anyway, that means that I want to get our first purchased card removal quick in this run so that we can keep dunking starter cards and end up with just a handful of highly upgraded things. Or a handful of upgraded things. High upgrade density. to work with for the rest of the run. Definitely want to strike this one so that it's within one strike. This one is going to attack me next turn, though. If I strike this one, then I'll have to bash it to kill it. That's fine, because then I take a max of 3 next turn, actually. And we're healing 6 at the end of the combat. So anything where we take less than 6 total damage is a perfect result, since we started at full health. Huzzah! Get some dollar dues and a fun set of options. Clothesline, Heavy Blade, or Hemokinesis. All pretty good options here. Well, maybe not the Heavy Blade. Clothesline's an interesting card. It's not really more damage than strikes. 12 for 2 versus 6 and 6 for 2. It's the same total number, but you also get some defensive utility at a clothesline. So clothesline is an offensive card that also blocks, which is rather nice. You get to short yourself some defense, and therefore regain the damage by playing another strike. But what about Hemokinesis? Just very, very efficient damage. 15 for 1 or upgraded 20 for 1, and we are going to have an opportunity to upgrade it. I think that's a great card for trying to take down a Burning Elite. And just a really good efficient card overall. Actually, looking at the map, if I'm taking the red path, we're not even going to do that many combats this act. So I extra like Hemokinesis because it's a card we pay health for, but we're not going to have to do that very often. When we do, it will matter quite a bit. Although it costs health to play, Hemokinesis easily saves... Yeah, look at this. Bang. Easily saves more health than it costs you. Just by providing really efficient damage in a broad variety of situations. And if it's not efficient for the current situation, well, guess what? You don't have to play it. Just 'cause I can. Get it with my blood. What is this card pick? Hello? I always like receiving a common, uncommon, and rare in order. That's kind of a nice progression. They need to be 1, 2, 3 cost, though. And attack skill power in order, also. So I guess my ideal card reward would be something like... Body Slam. The 2-cost skill for Ironclad. Entrench. Corruption. Now that's a set bonus. Anyway. I think taking a 30 block for 2 card that we get to use one time is great here. It's a full turn block against Gremlinob, against Lagavulin, and many, many, many things to come. Always a very nice block card to have. Even if you're on 3 energy. And it could give us good reason to pick up something like a Body Slam afterwards. The blood. Behold the power of blood. Clash True Grit Anger. Interesting. It's definitely not a clash situation. True Grit could be intriguing, but I think in this situation I probably want a free attack, which is really what Anger's very good at. It's a strike that costs 0, something Ironclad does not have a lot of access to, 0-cost cards. And it self-duplicates, too. Anger becomes excellent when combined with Strength or when combined with lots of card draw. Both things that we would like to pick up already, I imagine. Great card for getting through Act 1 and early Act 2, and can be surprisingly useful even in the late game. I've had more than a few runs win against the Heart with a handful of Angers and 10 or 20 Strength. Oh, and that would have been a way to get such a thing. Brimstone's so nice, but out of our price range here. And that's okay. What we're here to do is remove a card and maybe consider that Body Slam. Now that I have the Impervious. Morinda says, what is the risk of anger filling up and diluting your deck? If not paid attention to, this can be a problem in certain fights. But you... Trying to think. A great example of that is a fight against the Guardian. The Act 1 boss who damages you when you play attack cards when they're in defensive mode. That's a great fight for anger to become a problem. Because if you play anger too many times, then you'll have all these attacks that hurt you when played and further create more of themselves, preventing you from drawing important block cards. If you can recognize these situations, then you have an easy counterplay, which is don't play the anger in the first place, and you won't have to deal with it flooding your deck. You'll only just have one copy to deal with. But if you fail to recognize when the anger is going to become a problem, that's when you can get into trouble. That APL is the art of anger management. Knowing when to play it and when to not. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dunk another strike, and I'm going to pick up this Body Slam for 58 gold. Could consider Evolve. Actually, Body Slam versus Hexaghost. We have other tools for Hexaghost. Okay, I'm going to do it. And Body Slam really is a card that wants an upgrade. Dealing damage equal to your block is a lot easier if it's free. Another thing that we said Ironclad struggles with. Free attacks. Not very many of them for the character. Maybe wanted to consider a Fear Potion here, actually. But I think we're going to be in good shape for the Elite. At least I hope so. With full health, I can't imagine... It'd have to be like Super Sentries and the Draw Orders busted. I think we'll be fine. But what I'm definitely not going to do is take a curse going into our first Elite fight here. Disagree, Serpent Man. Disagree. I believe the Hemokinesis upgrade is the most important one for right now, making this base 20 instead of base 15. Since it's one cost, we can play it alongside the Bash. That'll be 30 damage. And that's our hope for the Legavulin or Nob, probably. Alright, what do we got? It's a metallicizing Gremlin Nob, and I think that's probably one of the better things we could have seen. We don't draw Impervious and Body Slam together, at least not yet we don't. It's okay if this fight goes for 3 turns. Or for an extra turn. Gremlin Nob, of course, gets stronger every time we play a skill, so playing defends unnecessarily doesn't seem like a helpful thing to do. Come on, Impervious. Ooh, that works too, actually. I don't think this is quite a kill. No, not quite. Not... because of the metallicize, unfortunately. However, this saves me 1 health if I play it, so we should. Bonk. Okay. I'm honestly completely cool with that outcome. We paid a decent chunk of our health to do that. However, I only have 1 more Elite this act, and we're fighting Hexaghost at the end, so I think we had health to spare. We end up with an early Ceramic Fish, which could get us a decent amount of money this run, and what on earth just happened? Well, I'm definitely going to take that Barricade when I've got an Impervious and a Body Slam. And a surplus of upgrades. Amazing. Now, this Barricade's actually a little early. As in, it's going to be really awkward to have this in our deck for now. For several of these fights. It'd be really good against Legavulin, but we're going to struggle to actually play it in most other combats. However, starting around the middle of Act 2, that's when Barricade is going to be absolutely ridiculous from this point onwards. Absolutely absurd. I think Body Slam first. I'd like to upgrade Barricade and Impervious as well. And thankfully, we do have all of those upgrades this act. How have we not gotten a potion yet? Hello? Yeah, now we just need an Entrench. That's right, we've got all run to find one. Which is pretty cool. Ooh, and an early Omamori, negating our next 2 curses. That could make for an easy Cursed Key. Or an easy Calling Bell, or a number of other shenanigans. Why can't I play these at the same time? Hello? Guess Impervious Strike? Definitely not just play Barricade. That's not happening. How much damage is Bash Hemo Anger? 8 plus 9 plus 30. Should be 47, right? Yeah. Cool. Oh, and an energy potion. What luck. Actually, that might be very important. Could take a Sentinel, a block card that gives us more energy if it's exhausted. Problem is we have no way to exhaust it currently. But this deck would love a True Grit or Burning Pact already, so Sentinel is an interesting thought. Or a Corruption also. Don't think it helps me in this next Elite fight much, though. Well, I guess it's another block for the Sentries fight. Does not help me in Hexaghost much. Don't think we have enough Vuln for Dropkick. I'm going to skip these cards. Skip these cards. That Sentinel has some interesting opportunity to be decent, but I don't think it's there yet. Given that we have an Energy Potion, I can use that to play Impervious and Barricade on the same turn no matter what. So I'm going to upgrade the Impervious for this Elite fight. Plan on using the Energy Potion if necessary. Might even be Lagavulin and I just play the Barricade for free. And then having the extra 10 block to work with. Could also lead to Impervious Body Slam, turn 1, kill one of the sentries here. No, we just whiff it. Okay, we'll be back for you later, Impervious. This is going to be an interesting fight. We're almost certainly going to take 15 to 20 damage next turn. There's not much I can do about that. This is probably our worst matchup. Definitely our worst matchup, actually, of the Act 1 Elites. Oof. Okay. At least we have Anger, self-duplicating, which will help here. Our top priority is to kill one of them, which we'll do with Hemokinesis next turn. Probably use the Energy Potion so that I can Hemokinesis Barricade. As once we draw that Impervious, the Barricade's going to save our butt. Do it. You're next, buddy. Please. Help. All right. Safety has arrived. Exactly 20. Let's hit you now. Got a couple attacks that can kill the 20 health one. Such as Body Slam and Hemokinesis. Or both. No, I think because of this draw, I get to do this without playing the Hemo. Alright, we have Survived this fight, at least. Surplus of block. We could have easily done this with 10 less damage taken. Oh well. Such is life. We get an unceasing top. We were just talking about that thing. It's pretty funny, actually. Havoc, Whirlwind, Wild Strike. Actually, this might be the right amount of health to have for the Hexaghost fight. It's Banana Sam. Thanks for 4 months of support and that Prime sub. Heck yeah. At no point during this run will we forget about the top. That's right. And 12 a bad number for Hexa? Yeah, well, we'd prefer to be at 11, but what I mean is that we want Hexaghost to just... Since we have Barricade Impervious, we just want Hexaghost to attack for very small numbers during the early turns so that we can focus on dealing damage with our Body Slam. I'm not going to take any of these, not even the Whirlwind. I'm mostly looking for cards that can help me beat Hexaghost at this time, as that's what we're about to go into. Still no potions? Have I found any potions? Hello? This entire act? I don't understand. Oh yeah, just the one energy potion. We did have that. Alright, we found one potion this act. Makes me feel slightly better. I don't think this is the way. Need these upgrades. On one hand, card reward's pretty valuable. And the odd mushroom will be good later in the run. On the other hand, we can just heal 17 for free here, because we have Omamori. I think this fight is likely to go relatively poorly for us. Is the problem. Yeah, I'd give us about 50-50 odds of dying instantly to this fight. So, taking the heal and then just having more health for Hexaghost seems not like the worst thing. We'll get to upgrade... I'm thinking we should probably upgrade either Bash or Anger. And if I'm relying on Body Slam, I should upgrade Bash. Okay, I'm going to take this Parasite. Heal for 25% of your HP, but nothing. Do you get the 9 gold from Fish? Only if the curse is actually added to your deck. But that did not happen. Another thing I could upgrade is one of the Defends, which is a weird feeling, but not necessarily the worst idea. I think I'll go for the Bash upgrade. And we're hopefully going to draw Barricade turn 1, Impervious turn 2 or 3. I could do an Impervious Body Slam right now. That's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Just take your damage. That's fine. Sure, hit me. Do your worst. Do your worst, buddy. Alright, here we go. Behold the damage. Bonk. Keep that roll up. As long as we keep some block to do damage with using Body Slam, life is going to be very easy here. Oh good, we get to go to Act 2. Feels nice. Keep that vuln up. Easy. Alright. Not a lot of health left. Very glad we hit the Omamori. Let's just say that. No potion, by the way. Which means the mushrooms would not have dropped a potion. Barricade is hilarious But Exhume is excellent. Exhume lets me return Impervious to our hand and play it again. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. If we upgrade this Exhume, it'll even be free. And Exhume can do other things like Exhume Disarm, Exhume Limit Break, Exhume Reaper, all things that we could have in the future. Uniquely K says, do we want a Pyramid here or an Energy Relic? If we didn't have the Barricade, we would want Pyramid. I think in this case, we want an Energy Relic. Probably not Snecko, given how many energy upgrades I've already invested in. But I could take Calling Bell. Fusion Hammer's reasonable. We've got Impervious Plus and Exhume. We've got Body Slam Plus. We've got Barricade Plus. I actually don't mind giving up my future upgrades from here. Prevents us from upgrading Exhume, but that is countered by the 1 energy per turn. What I absolutely never, ever, ever advocate for is Philosopher's Stone in this instance. Philosopher's Stone gives the enemies additional strength. That means they'll do additional damage. Their additional damage reduces our block more, and that reduces our damage. So, Philosopher's Stone is both a block penalty and a damage penalty for us because of the way that this deck operates. And so giving the enemies additional strength is to be avoided at all costs. Much prefer Calling Bell over Philo Stone here, but I'm thinking 4 energy per turn is probably even better. And yeah, we still need the red key, of course, too. Plus, genuinely, we might have to rest a little bit. Theodore says, what relic would Bell give you that would beat Hammer? Pocket Watch. Very easy answer there. Pocket Watch. Fossilized Helix would also be pretty good. Gambling Chip would be pretty good. Calipers could be okay. And then, of course, you're also getting a common and uncommon relic. Toxic Egg would be really good. Anchor would be really good. Any of the boat relics would be really good. Lots of good stuff that Calling Bell could give. Bottled Tornado for the Barricade. I like that one, actually. That would be pretty useful. Gremlin Horn would be very helpful for Act 2. Definitely a little scared of Act 2. Especially if we're... The big thing that the Fusion Hammer lets us do is play Barricade Impervious in the same turn. Even if we take the Calling Bell, sure, we can get good relics, but those relics are not going to let us do Barricade Impervious as our turn. I don't like that. I mean, like, maybe Mummy Hand, but probably not. We would like to continue to visit shops and continue to remove cards. That's very good. Probably want to avoid elites a little bit. I like rest sites. I like this in particular. That looks pretty good. Or even this. But I have to fight this elite if I... Oh, wait. No. Hold on. We have Fusion Hammer. Excuse me. Ignore that. Different path. We want elites to get stronger by, and we want to be reasonably healed as we do so. But the elites are in weird spots, which makes this extremely difficult. I see. In the Barricade deck, are there any more necessary upgrades? Not of the cards that we have. As mentioned, cards like Entrench would be really nice to be able to upgrade, or True Grit would be really nice to be able to upgrade too. Alright, I think I'm going to try to get through this elite. I'm a little worried about how that could go. We should just avoid. But if probably again, I need to do the elite in order to get to the shop, or I'm only doing one elite, which would be pretty bland. That said, this is not necessarily the sort of deck that thrives that much on relics. Fair on Farah, thank you so much for 28 months of support. Fair and Ferret says, just got engaged and moved into a new home. Can we get a quick moment of positivity? Been a while. Let's do one. Dearest chat members, show some love and some positive vibes in this chat. If you've got a moment from your recent day or week that made you smile or happy, if you've got exciting news in your life that you just want to share with somebody, if you saw somebody else have something good occur for them and you want to share their moment, then please type that all up in chat. Spread some love around. My own personal excited moment, I'm seeing a friend tomorrow that I haven't seen in person, I think in over 5 years. Really excited to be reuniting, even if just for a day, to say hello. Speaking of, there won't be a stream tomorrow for that reason. Meridian in chat says the Ragnarok release date was released, and I'm feeling very excited for that. Tuet says, I broke my lose streak to the Bronze Automaton, opting to instead lose to Giant Head. Hey, getting to Act 3 is an accomplishment in and of itself. Uniquely K says, after a bad day, one of my favorite streamers played my mod and posted a VOD of it. Well, I hope you tell your favorite streamer, whoever they are. No, I'm just kidding. Super happy. Enrique K got married about a month ago, and we're going on your honeymoon to Iceland in a few weeks. Always heard that that is one of the most beautiful places. Martin Scorsese's happy birthday to you. Enjoy your next 4 days off. Dimodius just having a nice dinner. Ain't that nice? Griffington says, I've written 3 songs in 2 days. I'm very happy about it. Centennier smiling with a job offer today. Whether you take it or don't, it's got to feel good to be like selected, you know? Says he has ludicrous quantities of deer. An excessive quantity. BP Whiteout's just happy to be here, and ain't that a great thing? He also says, my cat got better after being sick for 3 weeks. Glad to hear the kitties back to normal. Lucy River making homemade chili, one of my favorites. Whether it's a stovetop or in a crock pot. It's a great, great time. Johnny Bizkit started taking care of some window plants. A few plants can really change the vibe of a house. Flygun says, my brother won the very first Pokemon Go tournament at the NAIC competition. Now we're going to the Worlds competition in London in August. That's really cool. Congrats to both of you. Lucky that you get to tag along, hey? Infidel Zombie just got back from a month of business vacation in Europe and had a spectacular time. Drathomir excited because their best friend is visiting this week. Live across the country from each other. He wants to move, but it'll be a while before that can happen. And the GF got a huge raise at work. Double dose of great news. Blinking Henry just finished their Python course. Congrats. Lupercle just got married. Heck yeah, and Pseudowood finished their proposal. I assume not their marriage proposal, but rather some kind of work or doctorate proposal. Congrats in that case. The Bramhammer got a raise along with their SL. Good stuff. Hey, Matt Burrell's still here. That's worth celebrating too. That's why I think it should be your birthday every day, because every day is a miracle, right? Holy Oompa Loompas got to celebrate 5 years with their girlfriend this month. Perfect timing. What a great bout of news to celebrate with. Your first time here in the stream. Do not put me on pizza says, I made progress in therapy today and managed to fix my bed last week. Progress is a beautiful thing. Not every step of the way will be glamorous or rewarding or enjoyable, but they are all important. You do have to take each one in sequence to get to your destination. So, good on you. Good on you. Demon of the Fall says, recently heard about Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection being released next year. Downloaded the game on MU and am enjoying reliving a very fun part of my youth. This is something I personally make a bit of a ritual of occasionally. Visiting the games of my youth that I really enjoyed and playing through them again. Such a joy. Edgar Boer says, my oncologist told me I was cancer-free. Congrats, that's huge. Hello and welcome, by the way. Hunker Watch, thanks for 2 months of support. Much love. Flarp Freak got a new job. Heck yeah. Hope you got some tasty treats for the Flarp Cat to celebrate. That's right, one step at a time. TopQuest says, help my sister-in-law do electrical install on an add-on for her house. Felt really good to take off some financial stress for her. No kidding. Electrical stuff is not easy to do. So I'm glad she had somebody who could help her with that without having to break the bank, hiring a specialist of some kind. Bad Self fixed a thing on their car today without breaking something else. It's definitely working. Definitely worth celebrating. Not a positive thing, but just a question from chat. Android DOS asks, how do I mark the map? Exclamation point map here has a link for you. It's a mod called Map Marks that allows me to paint nodes on the map any color that I wish. To sort of mark my mark my intended path. Pretty cool. I usually use this to communicate where I'm intending to go each act to the audience. Glad to hear you're feeling better, Fluffy Mittens. Hey, Snoopy says, we bought a new apartment in the city I live in, so my family might be finally able to join me. Long time apart. Definitely feels good to be reunited. Here's hoping. Metamorphic says, got my new mattress delivered today, and I'm so excited to sleep on it later. They say you should always spend, or they say that the most important things in life are the things that separate you from the ground. To have quality shoes, tires, and bed. It's essential. Neilzio had a very fun D&D session. Good stuff. Hunker Watch about to start running their Survivor org. Hope it goes well. Hyrule says, my apartment application was approved and I'll be moving out on my own for the first time in your life. Best of luck with that. Try not to live in an empty apartment for 4 months. And I'm not saying that because I think you specifically would do it, but I have seen at least one other person do this. Which is move into an apartment and just have, like, boxes and clothes on the floor for months and months and months. Spend some time right when you get there setting up things in a way that you'll be happy with, because after that initial period, it might be very tempting to just leave everything as it is forever. Lemguin says, my cat was put on kitty Prozac, and it seems to have fixed bladder issues. Good stuff. Can imagine less bladder issues with a pet is a much happier owner. Sparrow says, back to work from medical leave. Much less time to catch the stream, but thrilled to be feeling better. Glad you are feeling better. Time Vagabond pulled myself together and asked for a big raise. Even if you don't get it, you feel stronger having stood up for yourself. Heck yeah. Especially if you've been putting in extra work or you feel like you're pushing yourself. Standing up for what you need in return. Absolutely a good thing. Photosynthesis says, my wife and I got a baby goat this weekend. Puts up to 5 goats on the farm. That sounds adorable. Do you make goat cheese? I had some goat milk cheddar cheese the other week that was pretty dang tasty. CryptoLow is accepted to study biotechnology. Nanomachines. Congrats. Luigi had leaving on a work trip today. I felt very loved when the kids cried that I was leaving. It's heart-wrenchingly adorable. Melodaniac? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Hello and welcome. Melodaniac says, I started physical therapy for my shoulder that has been bugging you for 4 years. It might be a slow journey. Physical therapy always tends to be. But I hope that you stick with it, and I hope that it shows results for you. Bad Self says, one of my favorite bands are touring in November. That is exciting stuff. Orc, I had to redo the electrical in your house and it cost $25K. Oof. Houses are expensive. Johnny Biscuit says, I also got my first pre-built computer. First ever desktop and I'm 23. Hey, never too late to start. Desktops are fantastic pieces of hardware. Clown Basket made a great brisket with a new smoker. Tasty. Love me some brisket. Cornbread, biscuit, toast, bagel, and waffles. What a great name for a series of goats. Quality shoes, tires, bed, and toilet paper. Yes. Yes, Bab Cards. And socks. It feels like opening presents. Yeah, presents that you know what's in them, and it's just the stuff you already own that you don't even want to use right now. Yeah, I guess I could see why you people leave them. For this instance, it says our first baby should be born next month. Good stuff. Darkache says, restarted exercising again, 40 minutes, running, walking. Anything that's getting your heart rate up is going to be good for you. Glad to hear it. I've been trying to get out for a couple runs per week. It's going pretty well. 8 and counting. Wow, Merle. Very well done. I hadn't realized you were on such a hot streak with the robot. Have I considered doing audiobooks? I don't actually know how I would get truly started with that, I suppose. It's something I have considered. I think it would be something that I would enjoy doing. So reading stuff, using my voice as my kind of career asset, so to speak. You know, I could do an audiobook about boats, and then I'd be a sailor lord. Or a whaler lord. Peslegian says, after 4 weeks, I could finally go to the toilet by myself after breaking a bone of my spine. 1, oof. Ouch. 2, that has got to be a good feeling. To be able to kind of reclaim that that first piece of independence and dignity. Congrats on that. Congrats on that. I feel like I missed something that somebody asked. Oh, yeah, Parlay. Hello and welcome, by the way. Parlay says, I'm having a stressful days at my job. I'm the only one doing the activity we once used to do with 3. Any advice? I am hearing more and more of this around the world. Staffing cuts in ways that leave places short on hands, and the extra work is just expected to be done by those that remain. A sort of systemic failure that's occurring. What I can say is that you shouldn't try to push yourself to your limits every day, trying to get an unreasonable amount of work done just because there is suddenly a dearth of employees. You don't owe them 3 times the amount of effort, especially if you're only being paid the wage of 1 person. Exactly what you should do probably depends on your specific situation, but if unreasonable expectations are being placed on your head and that's not being listened to, I'd be looking for alternatives. Get to a book on farming and remain Baalorlord. Learn sword play and I could be Impaler Lord. Work at a prison and I could be a Jailer Lord. Bookgoat says, I was watching your boss tier list and I really appreciated so much of the use of they, them on a lot of things. I appreciate that, Bookgoat. I try to be non-specific if it's not necessary or outwardly expressed. I think that language is such a complicated thing, especially in English. I think it's important to try to speak from a place of not always verbally assuming that everything is male all the time. It can happen a lot when we talk about things. Sort of, you know, the he becomes the default pronoun over she. Him over her. If you're uncertain, these are small things that we accidentally build into our habits of our language. Not necessarily originally intended to be disadvantageous, but creates an environment that is. And I don't know, having just a little bit of awareness of that, intentionally choosing otherwise, goes a long way. English is the only language that I speak. I've got a little bit of Spanish in here, but that's about it. Took a few years of Spanish back in school, and did travel to Peru once and spoke a little bit of Spanish there, but that was almost 10 years ago now. No, not French. Born in Canada, but raised mostly here on the east coast of the U.S. So I was primarily English, and a little bit of... I got to choose my language in high school, and I don't remember why I chose Spanish, but that's what I had interest in at the time. I was also, I'll bear you, born and early raised in Alberta, Edmonton, and surrounded by quite a few people who did not have high opinions of francophones. So I never picked up much French there. I think French is a beautiful language and an incredible country. But people in Alberta tend not to like people in Quebec. I cannot tell if you're being serious with that particular bit of minutia. Heligonian, but I will make that change, actually. Sure. Yeah, a lot of people outside Alberta don't like the people inside Alberta, and I'll say, as somebody who spent a lot of time in Alberta, you're probably right about that. Let's start playing. The bonkification. Next turn we can exhume the impervious. Play it again. That's good. It's very good. We'll ignore our barricade here. Or we can just kill with Hemo. But I think if I exhume barricade, I can do this without taking 2 damage, right? Exhume impervious, excuse me. Yeah. No damage required. No potions welcome. Bloodletting. Isn't Alberta Canada's Texas? Yes, yes. I've often described it as such. I think that's a pretty accurate description. The Texas of Canada. They've got oil, trucks, cattle. It's good stuff. And space. I think I'm going to take this bloodletting. I think we can actually, interestingly, use this to our advantage. To get barricade in play. Although the hit point cost is a little steep, we have a form of sustain in the fact that we are encouraged to rest. Oh boy. This could be a problem, though. Dazed in my draw pile, you say? Oh, good. We got Barricade Impervious. Easy. Behold the block. Alright, turned out to actually be a very easy fight. In fact, I'm not even going to play Hemo again. We're just going to exhume the Impervious. Beautiful. Hello and welcome to Real Pay What You Owe. Finally a potion. Good stuff. Trendy Kenny, thanks for 30 months, 3 metric years. Let's make it 4. Heck yeah. Backstreet Skeeter says, why do advanced players often turn up their nose to the smoke bomb? It's that last sentence of the smoke bomb, receive no rewards. The whole point of combats is the rewards. So escaping a combat and losing out on the rewards means missing out on an opportunity to gain strength, to get resources for the later game. Ooh, Flame Barrier. I love Flame Barrier with Barricade. I'll take that. So while Smoke Bomb can save you a lot of health, or get you out of an otherwise dangerous situation, it's putting you behind the curve in terms of... Oh, there it is! It's putting you behind the curve in terms of... getting stronger than the opponents. Yeah, I'd rather have a different potion that lets me defeat the enemies so that I can get the reward. Exactly. Exactly. But it's not green, and that's okay, because I'll take the green one too. Double your block, double your fun. Can't afford... Wait! Aha, I can't afford... I was going to say, I can't afford Feel No Pain Carter move, because the Carter move... Hold on, chair's blocking the cost? You're going to go here now. Should be able to see that. Yeah. I don't know why I'm in the corner like this now. But I am. Anyway, you need to be able to see this. 89 plus 100, that's more than 182. So therefore, it's obviously impossible to afford both of these things. Unless ceramic fish. Ceramic fish saves the day. It's personally shocking to me how often ceramic fish is the difference between being able to afford something and not being able to afford something at the shop. Right, yeah. How many people would have tried to remove first and then being like, wait, but now what? But now what? I will tolerate this. Usually go for the Centurion first in this fight. I think it's the better play, generally. Feel the need to bloodletting. Should be able to accumulate block over time in this fight. Yeah, because we can just... entrench. To gain 1,000,000 block. Nice heal, nerd. Shrug it off, plus. Gain 11 block, draw a card. Yep, that's good. Headbutt's also pretty good, letting us put a card directly on top of the deck, which is extra good with the Unceasing top in particular. Could let us set up some really good double body slam plays. But I think with the free plus, I'm going to take the shrug here. It's time to spin the wheel, my friends. What will we get today? Will it be 200 gold or a stab? Y'all know it's a stab. Always is. Oh, it's a full heal, a full 9 hit points. I guess. And our first opponent today, the Book of Stabbing. This is a fight that could go a little badly. depending on the draw order here. This could go well or not well at all. Okay, early barricade's good. Otherwise, though, this turn is gonna hurt. I think we go bash here. Don't bother with the defend. I need the vulnerable. Hopefully we don't end up having to bail out of this. No, I don't think so. Not with 86 blocks suddenly. I think we're okay. Seems good to me. Yeah, I'm gonna pay this too. Okay. Just need the body slam. Don't really care about the rest. This works too. 200 block. You ever outscale the book of stabbing? Jesus. Cool. All right, we finally got a potion that does something, and we got a Vajra giving us 1 point of strength, and a Dark Embrace, allowing us to draw a card when a card is exhausted. Problem is, we're not actually exhausting that many cards currently. But this is one half of picking Corruption, right? But, like, we're super already taking Corruption, so let's pick this. Seems good. Yeah, Ironclad Exodia, almost assembled. Definitely no need to go to a shop with $58. Let's fight some nerds. I could play these two, but to what end? To what end? Okay, I don't have to yet. Starting to consider smoke bombing this fight with this draw order, but we'll see. Can always do this at minimum, right? No need to flee until we're at least looking at damage headed our way, which is now. Actually, no, it's not. Nope, I think we're fine. Kill you. Entrench. Body slam you. Yeah, we're fine. This would be 19 plus 14. Math. 33. Yes, okay. Look at that unceasing top go. Easy. I think we need to slay this. Alright, not too bad. We get another real potion and the headbutt that I wanted earlier. I'm going to take that headbutt still, because I think being able to put a card on top of the draw pile with the unceasing top is particularly valuable. Metallicize is not the worst thing. Seems a little extraneous, though. 3 block per turn is just not going to be enough to matter much compared to the slowdown of the additional card draw. Yeah, we outscaled the Book of Stabbing and almost got outscaled by the 3 cultists. It's so funny. Lurking Fool says, why don't I run predictions on the stream? I think it winds up creating a lot of discussion about the prediction that ends up taking up space in chat in a way that I'm looking to keep clear for other kinds of participation. Actually, what about Second Wind? Exhaust all non-attack cards in our hand, gain block for each card exhausted, and draw a card and gain more block. Yeah. That's the keeper. That's the keeper. Second wind is like Corruption. Would I take a Berserk? Not as much as I'd take an Art of War. This is a good way to get 1 energy per turn. If we played no attacks during our turn, gain more energy on the next turn. Yeah, exactly. It does take up space, and as the community continues to grow bigger and bigger and bigger, well beyond the size I ever thought I'd get to. I never thought my Twitch channel would get this large, ever, I don't think. But here we are. The more important it becomes to keep space sacred where it's available, because there's so many people who are engaging with the content in some way. I'm going to take one more event here. I'm not sure if I'm going to take a elite or not at this time. Ooh, purple fire spirits. Could sacrifice a rare card to gain 10 max HP, or we can just remove the last strike, and I like that a lot. Might lose the anger at this point. We'll think about it. Alright, Feel No Pain definitely makes this an easier fight. Not gonna bother with bloodletting. Fair enough. Good. Guess I'll do that. It's working so well. I love it. I love this deck. Behold the power. The sheer bonkitude. Second bloodletting. Fascinating option. I think I'd rather just upgrade the one we have. Wait, I can't do that. Yeah, I don't want 2 of these. Do I want a Flex Potion over a Weak Potion? Flex won't make me do that much more damage. Could be important for one of these elites, though. Weak Potion would help a lot, too, actually. No, I'll keep the current potions. Okay, I'm going to charge headlong into an elite. Let's see what happens here. It's a Gremlin Leader. I think probably one of the better elites for us. And we have the sheer luckitude to get Barricade turn 1. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. Alright, we definitely want to kill one of these gremlins turn 1. I'm going to try to do this. Might regret this. Nice. Exactly 21 damage. Beautiful. Zoom doesn't bring back anything. So I'll just stop here. Hello, sir. Would you like some bonk? Got him. Great time for Maw-Bank. Give us money all the time, and I really like a Brutality here because it draws me more cards. I think I like it anyway. Hit point per turn could end up mattering, actually. This deck does have the ability to go very, 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 very long during certain fights. actually going to say no. How many cards is going to be too many for this deck? Depends entirely upon... if we get a corruption or not. If we get a corruption, there's no such thing as too many. This dude is dead. No need for me to take any further self-damage here. Fruit Juice. 5 max HP? Sure. I don't think I want a headbutt. Another headbutt, that is. One should be fine. Definitely don't foresee the Bronze Automaton being a problem for us. I'm gonna not drink the Fruit Juice yet, just in case Sacred Bark ends up being the boss relic that I take after the Act Boss. Just in case. Play these to draw one. Don't think I will. Just bank the energy. So, when these orb minions steal cards, they take the rarest card in the draw pile. So that was a 50-50 between Impervious and the Exhume. Should be fine, eventually. I think you took my flame barrier. Okay, I need my Impervious so that I can entrench here. Please give it back. Thank you. Let's see, and we're going to draw the top card. So let's go. Bloodletting. Headbutt the Bloodletting. Impervious, draw the Bloodletting. Play the Bloodletting. Exhume the Impervious, play the Impervious, play the Entrench, play Body Slam for over 180 damage. Easy. You know, like you do. Bonk. That's called exponential growth. There's that Berserk. This is almost a deck that could be justified in taking 2 Barricades, just because of how important it is for Barricade to get in play in the first place. But I think the deck is small enough at 20 cards. I think I'm going to pass on all of this. Actually, Fiendfire could be interesting. Fiendfire lets me delete all the cards in my hand, a good way to get rid of Ascender's Bane. Works really well with Feel No Pain and Dark Embrace too. Actually, yes, let's take Fiendfire. And probably going to take Runic Dome here. Our options are Pandora's Box, transform all 4 of our Defends, but Defends are decent with Second Wind and Barricade and all that. Velvet Choker would limit me to 6 cards per turn. That's pretty unacceptable. Last option, Runic Dome, says we can no longer see enemy intents. Normally, Runic Dome is a problem for the player because overblocking is a problem for the player. But overblocking is not a problem when you get to keep all your block. So I tend to find that Barricade, Runic Dome work really, really well together. Do you know that we offer channel memberships now? Support the channel directly here on YouTube for as low as $5 a month and get awesome perks like a custom badge and emojis. But most importantly of all, I'll do exclusive Q&As, uploading a video response only available to members, so you can hear your questions read in my buttery voice. Click the join button below this video to get started. Back to the video. And that's what we're going to take here. Gain an energy at the start of every turn, but we can no longer see the enemy's intent. Do I really want to go to a shop this act? Not really. Zavanavaz, thanks for 3 full years, 36 months of support. Holy heck, that's a long time. I want this to be a 3 elite act. Am I scared of Reptomancer? Yes. Okay, I don't think I want it to be a 3 elite act. 2 is probably fine. Yeah, 2 is probably fine. Immediately. Alright, let's do it. Show me what you got. Yeah. Now we're talking. Easy. Could even exhume the Fiend Fire. Although, let's exhume Headbutt, actually. But I can go Body Slam, Headbutt, the Body Slam, play the Bloodletting, draw the Body Slam, and play it. I like this deck. This is fun. Shockwave. We don't have a way to apply weak to enemies currently. It's a card that exhausts and reduces enemy damage output. That's fantastic. And best of all, not even an attack card. Good. Very good. So, these 3 jerks. This fight only ends if they're all dead at the same time. Which can be a bit awkward. I'm sure we can figure it out. Say this is going well. Okay, we can kill right now. Beautiful. Feel no pain. Plus. Whenever we exhaust a card, gain 4 block. Yeah. Please and thank you. I'll take that. Given that we're exhausting quite a lot of cards, that means the Fiend Fire is going to be a true, beautiful, powerful damage option. Don't want to play the Headbutt. I should have played Headbutt first, actually. There we go. Could be attacked for up to 30 damage here. And we were. Good on me. It's better to get this in play. But the Entrench, Bloodletting, Shrug, play the Entrench. Easy. This deck's great. Bonk. Is it an instant click on corruption? Yes. I think it's also an instant click on the third copy of Feel No Pain. How many Feel No Pains is too many? Not this many. Yes. How many Feel No Pains is too many? Yes. Oh, it's too much, man. Stinky red mask. Mining halls. Madnesses. I don't think we want those. There's some interesting options for what that could do, but... Actually, I have another Omamori charge, huh? This is basically the last time it has any chance to be useful. So I'll focus. Take a moment to stop and carefully observe the undulating landscape. And escape with our max HP intact. I'll do it. Alright, our first elite is Giant Head, not Reptomancer, thank goodness. I spin the top? Sure. That's reasonably worth it. By the time you finish your countdown, it's gonna be way too... What? It's gonna be way too late, buddy. Way too late. It's time. Time for bonking. That's what it is time for. Time for Champion Belt. If we apply Vulnerable, also apply 1 week. Got some utility to it. Crumble Thief says, is the 3 cultists actually the fastest scaling fight in the game? You're facing 3 enemies that are increasing their damage by 5 per turn each. So 15 additional damage taken per turn. Essentially. That's actually faster than heart scales for the first part of the fight, too. Orb walkers have the same strength scaling per turn, but there's less of them, so it's less total damage. Transient and Giant Head... Transient's 10 per turn, Giant Head's 5 per turn. That's both less than 15. It's interesting. Very interesting. Speaking of double orb walkers, is this safe? I don't think these guys ever kill me. But it could take an excessive amount of time for me to kill one of them, right? This fight could go really badly, because they add burns to my draw pile. I'm afraid of Raptomancer. I should be even more afraid of these guys. If I had an Evolve, or if I had any faith that the second wind would line up correctly, which I don't, be more incentivized to do this. Yeah, these guys are nasty. I'm going to say no thank you. No need to be greedy. We're already pretty well set for the late game. We just need to get there. No benefit to going to the fire, so let's do this. Chance to be Reptomancer here, which it is, and that's spooky. Hopefully not too spooky. use this now or next turn? Probably next turn. It's going to be Shockwave. Bash plus Anger can kill one of them, and I can get the Feel No Pain plus in play. Okay. 16 plus 10. So, absolutely no knowledge of what the Repto is doing this turn. Definitely makes things a little scary. I think they're both weakened. I'm going to kill the front dagger here. This dagger on its second turn of existence deals a bunch of damage and then dies at the same time. And we can use that to our advantage here to pick off 2 daggers rather than 1. Other option is use the colorless potion now. Some benefit to that. Don't think Reptomancer can be summoning again, but I'm not sure. Not willing to use this yet. Should be almost a full block. Yeah, she's attacking. Good. Perfect. So we got 2 daggers for the price of 1. What is this? Dark Embrace, Second Wind? Yeah, it's gotta be. Give me that again. Wasteful. Okay, that's a good turn next turn, though. Ouch. And then everything was fine. Just like that. Get a Smiling Mask for cheap removal at the final shop. Maybe I should have gone to 2. Burning Pact. Pretty spicy. True Grit would be good if upgraded. But Burning Pact lets us target a card for exhaust no matter what, which is beautiful, and draws more cards. This is the perfect sort of situation right now. I'm going to keep the colorless potion, although double Blessing of the Forge is kind of cute. Explodey boy, get out of here. Nobody likes you. Where are my Feel No Pains? Definitely a little sketchy without being able to see what they're doing. Until we get the barricade down. There it is. Yeah! Let's add another entrench. Why not? Double entrench. The re-entrenching. Now, I do kind of think we maybe should have gone double barricade. Maybe. This guy is spooky. I don't have any Omomori charges left. So we have to make sure we end this fight relatively quickly. There's no way to know what they're doing. That's kind of yikes, not gonna lie. Did not like that. Ah! Uh-oh. Oh, man. Save me, colorless potion. Violence just gets headbutt, huh? Forethought lets me put the Ascender's Bane on the bottom? Okay. Go! Yeah, now we get cursed, right? After I headbutt the Impervious. Classic, yeah. Easy. How could it have been anything else? One turn too late. Ooh, I like a Warcry Plus, actually. Letting me put a card on top, a little bit of extra draw. Second Shockwave is also acceptable here. Currently, we only have the one, but we have Champion Belt Bash Plus. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, that Parasite stops the top. Ooh, hadn't thought about that much. Don't stop the top. Ow. This is gonna go bad. Basic attacks are weighing us down so much here in the late game. Spooky. Destroy them. You heard me. Okay, we'll get to rest. Ooh, Armor Plus. Do like that, actually, quite a lot. We'll get to rest before the boss, but I'm a little concerned on a couple of levels here. No attacks yet. Exhume Warcry just for a little block right now? That seems vaguely reasonable. Get the Impervious down soon. Okay, I think we'll just heal here. Not too bad. Parasite being on the bottom helped, I'm sure. Bonk. Power through could be strong, giving us wounds to exhaust. Could be a problem, though. I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna take a very generous heal here. 45 health into the boss gauntlet. I hope this is enough. I really do. Otherwise, we're gonna be in a bit of trouble here. Take 11 already. It's a little bit of a bad omen, but we got good powers in play, kind of. Taking more here. Okay, no. Banking 4 block. Missed the impervious, though. Feel no pain in play. This turn could be bad, though. Feel the pain, destroy the defense. Perfect. Okay, 18 by 2 is exactly the amount of damage they're going to do, so we're going to go down to 0 block here. At the end of the turn. Oh, 5 block. Not so bad. Here we go. Get rid of the bash. Let's go entrench. And I think we're fine from here. Each of these dazed are 10 block. Okay, we'll have 37 health for the next boss. I think that should be enough. Hope that should be enough. Just get rid of an anger. And then, yeah, second wind all this junk. Success. Oh, I'm dreaming about how much money we're going to have. More bonking. Tell me it's time eater. Dang. Okay. This is maybe a bad idea. Oh boy. We're gonna die. Dang it. I think I need to Fiend Fire for 4 cards here, which means destroying Body Slam permanently. We'll have to kill them in a different way. Also, we're looking at 11 plus 11 plus 12 by 4, so 60-some damage. I could bring it back with Exhume, that's true. This is like looking like Burning Pact, which will draw 3, hopefully getting us either the Bloodletting or just some stuff we can delete with the cards. This might be a good time to use the Forge Pot. I can buy new potions if I live. Mostly looking to upgrade the Burning Pact here. We'll be playing Bloodletting if I draw it. I think it's time. Get rid of the Hemo. Although Hemo could kill this bird for 1 energy. That's pretty tempting. With a bash. Ah! Forge Potion was the difference between drawing this and not drawing this. Of course it was. If I get the entrenches to go, this won't matter. 6,000 hours, that's right. Played a lot of Spires in my time. Shockwave will draw the Parasite. Okay, so it's going to be Barricade, Shockwave, Second Wind. Yes, I know that deletes Exhume. Yeah, this is going to be a weird fight. Let me just tell you that right now. Block left. Letting entrench. Get rid of the Feel No Pain. Can still draw cards. Birds have got to go though. Fine, I go to 100 block. Don't draw an anger yet, unfortunate. This will be another multi-hit. Get rid of 1 anger. Birds have got to go, though. Okay, I think it's time to get rid of Bloodletting here. The anger. Okay, the situation is now under control. Two. There's entrench. Double entrench. Yeah, sad that Body Slam is gone, because we now have to resort to a more unusual way of killing the Awakened One. Just gonna look like this. Good old anger management. Time to get angry, chat. Rarg. Here's our discard pile. Okay. Which one do I click on? I have to choose one to put on top. This one. Still at 999 block, by the way. Caw! No target. But my discard pile has one entrench in it. Draw pile has a lot of anger. So many cards in the draw pile. They're all anger. He's getting angrier. Fear not the man who has practiced 1,000 punches one time. Fear the man who has practiced one punch 1,000 times. GG. We made it to Act 4 on the back of that ridiculosity, deleting every card in the deck except basically anger, and then making infinite angers, and then using the unceasing top. It's good stuff. You ready your blade, Dylan? 2053. GG. That's amazing. And now we go back up to full health, too. How many cards has top drawn us? 121 total, apparently. Most of which were in that Awaken 1 fight. Almost all of which. Question is, can I spend this money meaningfully? We can get Tori, we can get Ancient Potion and Clockwork Souvenir. We can get another Shrug It Off. Pretty good. Happy Flower looking decent. No medical kit, but I do like what I see here. And yes, we can remove the Curse, which would cost us 3 max HP. That's probably better than removing Hemokinesis, because it stops the unceasing top. So yes, yes. I'll just buy this instead of this, I guess. And take one more Shrug. Take a second Body Slam. That's interesting. I don't think I need a second one. Alright. Money, I think, reasonably well spent. We'll certainly appreciate the Tori, if nothing else. This fight is really going to depend on what cards we draw. This could be really, 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 really bad for us, actually. 2 burns go on top, and yeah. That's about right. Does not give us great odds in the future here, unfortunately. Can we just Fiend Fire without... yeah. Without playing the Dark Embrace? Might regret this. The block and the energy. This is 38 damage. Alright, here goes. Ah. Deeply unfortunate. Not much we could have done. Looks like we will win this fight, but too little too late. I think we should have taken that second barricade, in retrospect. I think that might have changed our fate here. It's the only thing I can think of that might have made a really big difference here. There's a couple things that could save us, maybe. There's an exact perfect draw order that we can get against Heart that wins even off 8 hit points. And it's possible for us to get a lot of health. We could find a Lizard Tail or a Pantograph after this fight. Find an oddly smooth stone and a Sever Soul. I don't think that's going to do very well. Alright, for this to work out well, we need something like Barricade... Feel No Pain, Impervious, turn 1, Double Entrench, turn 2. Let's see. That's a nope. Unfortunately, that's a nope. Shockwave. No point in shrinking. Good news is the heart attacks for very little here, potentially. I need this back. Okay, there's Entrench. There's Barricade. Okay, if this is the multi-hit, we have a chance. If it's not, then Entrench actually keeps me alive? This is where Runic Dome's hurting. Depending on what the heart is doing, it's correct to play either Entrench or Barricade. I can not Barricade because I have a Headbutt, and I can use the Headbutt to get the Barricade back. If we don't play Barricade, we're in a worse spot, but we're guaranteed to at least keep going for another few turns. I'm going to take the guaranteed living play. Let's find out. Yep, that was the only play that lived. Yep. Just need to get rid of stuff here. This is the multi-hit. Lose 3 health, huh? Yes, this is worth it. Yes. Easy. Not just winnable, but actively won. Apparently we needed 8 health for this fight? Holy crap. Truly ridiculous. I can't believe we're alive. I gotta make sure I don't play Hemokinesis or Bloodletting at any time. Very careful with these card plays. Get rid of that. How am I even alive with a 999 block? Kerblam. Ridiculous. GG, Mr. Hart. What a comeback. Hey there. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.